Good morning, everybody. Happy day 2 of Coronacation. That's what it's called at my house these days. I thought I would connect with you guys today and read to you one of my very favorite stories. I'm actually at the school. Teachers are coming today to pick up anything that they might need at home. They haven't been allowed access to the school since Friday of March break. So I'm in my office with the door closed, all by myself here, waving to people through the window as they come in. But I invited my buddy Chris Hatfield to join me. He's pretty quiet. He's not contagious either. So he's going to read a story with me. He doesn't talk very much. I'll do most of the talking for him. He kind of just stands there. So I'm going to read a book that he wrote that I've read to some of you before, but it's one of my very favorites. I have lots of favorite books, but this is one of my favorites, so I thought I'd read it to you again. It is called The Darkest Dark by Chris Hatfield. Miss McNeil gave me this book, so I love it when I get books as gifts and people write in them. So she wrote a really nice message. So thank you, Miss McNeil, for this treasure that you gave me. Chris was an astronaut, an important and very busy astronaut. When it was time to take a bath, he told his mother, "I'd love to, but I'm saving the planet from aliens." Hopefully some of this play is happening at your house these days. When it was time to get out of the bath and go to bed, he told his father, politely, because astronauts are always polite, "Sorry, no can do. I'm on my way to Mars." So astronauts' work is never done. But astronauts do not like to sleep. You can see his dog on every page. I like his dog. But their parents do. "You're a big boy now," said Chris's father. "You have to sleep in your own bed." I'm sure grown-ups had those conversations with most people listening to this story. And Chris tried, he really did, but his room was dark, very, very dark. The kind of dark that attracts the worst kind of aliens. And this is usually where I tell my students that I have a lot in common with Chris Hatfield, and one of the things we share is that I hate the dark too. But his parents meant it. He was going to sleep in his own bed tonight. His mom and dad checked under his bed and in his closet and even in his underwear drawer. They declared his room 100% alien-free. We checked everywhere. They tucked Chris in. They turned on the nightlight. They even gave him a special bell to ring if he was nervous. Look at that bell. Clang, 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 clang. They took away the bell. I think grown-ups are going to like this book too. Then his father said something that worried Chris, even more than the dark did. "One more peep, young man, and I'm afraid you'll be too tired to go next door tomorrow." But tomorrow would be a special day, a very special day. Chris had to go next door. His life pretty much depended on it. So Chris stayed in his own bed without a peep. It took a long time to fall asleep, but when he did, he had his favorite dream. I wonder what he's going to do tomorrow. Sounds like it's going to be a big deal. He flew his spaceship all the way to the moon. The next day seemed to last forever. I need to get better at this read aloud thing. But finally, when the moon was shining over the lake and the summer wind was ruffling in the leaves of the trees, Chris ran next door. I still see those aliens out there. There's something going on at his neighbor's house. The house was already full of people. gathered around the TV, the only TV in the whole island. Check out that TV, boys and girls. Has a dial on it, and it's black and white. There's a lot of people in there. Chris found a spot where he could see through the crowd. And what he saw was astronauts. Real, live astronauts on the actual faraway moon. They were wearing puffy white suits and jumps for joy, jumping so high because there was so much less gravity there. That's something you could read into today if you wanted, a little bit more about gravity. The grown-ups huddled around the TV were amazed. Their whole lives long, they'd never expected to see this sight. Even Chris, who had been to the moon just the night before, was amazed. He never really noticed how dark it was there. Outer space was the darkest dark ever. Uh-oh, that's a problem. They're not looking up at the moon. They know that there's somebody walking on the moon. But it's super dark. That night, Chris did a little experiment. He turned off the lights in his room, even the night light. It was still dark, very, very dark. There were still shadows that looked a little, well, alien. Nothing had changed. But Chris had changed. There he is. You still see the aliens, but he's looking at the moon. He had seen that the darkness of the universe was so much bigger and deeper than the darkness in his room. But he was not afraid. He wanted to explore every corner of the night sky. For the first time, Chris could see the power and mystery and velvety black beauty of the dark. I love looking at the stars. But like Chris, I'm not a big fan of the dark. And he realized you're never really alone there. Your dreams are always with you, just waiting. Big dreams about the kind of person you want to be. Wonderful dreams about the life you will live. Wow. Chris has got lots of awesome dreams. That's his imagination, I think, in pictures. Dreams that actually come true. So here he is, a picture of him and the International Space Station. And Chris was the first Canadian commander of the International Space Station. If you want to check out his YouTube channel, he does lots of really cool things on his YouTube channel, like brushing your teeth in space and making grilled cheese in space. Lots of really fun stuff. And that's just a little picture of all the things that are important to Chris, a little collage. So I hope you enjoyed our read aloud. It's okay to be scared. We're all scared of different things. Sometimes this can be a bit of a scary time because normally we're in school. But that's okay because even our very favorite astronaut, Chris Hadfield, is scared sometimes. So I hope you're doing lots of reading today, and maybe I'll choose another one of my favorite books and read it to you again. Take care, everybody. Bye.